Welcome everybody to another video. Tomorrow is the NFL draft. It is finally upon us. I am super excited for it and have been for a while now. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really super good at NFL mock drafts just because I don't watch enough positions. I don't watch enough players. I just really don't know a lot about any of these prospects, to be completely honest with you. But I know a little bit about the quarterbacks, so I thought it would be fun to go through and predict which teams will draft which quarterback or which quarterback will land on which team. Didn't really know how to word it. But yeah, we'll just be going through and seeing which quarterbacks I think will go where. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe. But yes, by me, AutoClick. First up, we got Caleb on my period Williams, and I think he will land in Chicago. Yeah, I don't really think this is much of a surprise after they traded away Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it's obvious where Caleb Williams is going now. He will go first overall. The Bears get their guy. I mean, like I said, I don't think this is much of a surprise. Next up, we got Jayden Daniels. So Jayden Daniels, I think, is going to end up in Washington. So I think that, Dan Quinn will get his guy. I think that the Washington Commanders are going to go out there and select a quarterback that I think really does fit their system. You know, they traded away Sam Howell in the offseason to the Seahawks, which I liked. I liked the trade for, honestly, Seattle. I think Washington lost that, but they do have the second overall pick. And I know it was Drake May for a while as the QB2 in this draft, but I think Washington, I've been hearing a lot that Washington is starting to like Jayden Daniels a lot more than Drake May, and it's becoming more obvious. So I definitely think that he'll go second overall on draft night. So with Jayden Daniels already off the board. That leaves Drake May, who I think will be going third overall. I think Drake May, Jayden Daniels, and Caleb Williams will all be going 1, 2, and 3 in any order you want. I mean, there are certain orders that definitely make more sense, but you know what I mean. I think those will be our top 3 guys. I do think Drake May is going to go third overall to the New England Patriots. Gerard Mayo, brand new coach over there. He's going to want to get his guy. And I think Drake May is definitely one of those, first guy in, first guy or last guy out type of guys. His talent, that's just what he is. He's got great work ethic. He's a smart guy. And I think that'll match what New England's really trying to do really well. I could just see Drake May going to New England. It makes more sense to me than Washington. So, I have him going here third overall. So, next up, we got J.J. McCarthy. And, this is one of the most debated, probably, prospects in this draft. J.J. McCarthy was someone who I think was like a third-round pick, probably, who got boosted up to like a top 10 pick now, possibly, just throughout the college football playoff. And he's been kind of very what's the word? He's been very conflicted. It's been conflicted amongst NFL fans. Some people really like him. They like his character. Look at him. He's meditating. He looks like he is at peace with himself, and you have to respect that. That shows maturity. And then a lot of people just think he's straight trash. A lot of people think his numbers are a little bit too low. His numbers really don't jump off the stat sheet, if you will. But I think he's, another one of those kind of first guy in, last guy out type of guys. Now, the next team I think that will need a quarterback in this draft, whether they trade up or they pick him at pick number 11, are the Minnesota Vikings. I think he will go there. They just lost their star veteran quarterback, nonetheless, to the Atlanta Falcons in a massive fucking contract. So I think they definitely need to get another guy in there. And I think J.J. McCarthy will probably be their guy. Like I said, whether they trade up or they wait for him at pick number 11 if no one else trades up. I'm not really factoring in trades into this when I did it. I just kind of looked at where the teams were. Obviously, there's going to be trades on draft night. There is every draft night. I just don't know what they will be in this draft, and it's just too hard to predict it. But next up, we got Bo Nix coming out of Oregon. I guess he played at Auburn as well. But this is one of those guys who's pretty old. I'm not going to lie. He's a senior. He's like, I think he's like fucking 30 years old or something. We haven't really seen that since Brandon Weeden. But I do think he'll go in the first round. I think maybe the Broncos trade back a little bit, maybe to like pick in the 20s and take this guy. And they could acquire some future picks along the way. But yeah, I think he goes to the Denver Broncos. I like the fit. I think that this definitely seems like a Denver Bronco type of first round pick. Like it really does. So I could see it. They just traded for Zach Wilson, but no doubt they're going to want to get another guy in there as soon as possible. Because if our only hope is Zach Wilson, then that's pretty damn sad. So I think Bo Nix will go first in the first round to the Denver Broncos, but I think they can trade back quite a bit and still be safe to pick this guy. So next up, we got Michael Penix Jr. And I think Michael Penix Jr. will go to the Las Vegas Raiders. I thought that was a really badass pick of the Raiders, so I decided to use that. But I think he will go not in the first round. So I think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be one of those guys that's going to fall on draft day. I can just already see it. I think he will fall to 44th overall to the Las Vegas Raiders. He could fall even farther, but I think the Raiders, I think they're trying to move up and get Jayden Daniels, but I don't know if that'll happen. I think Washington's pretty set on him. So if they don't, I think they'll pick Penix because he has a similar skill set, but in a different way. I don't think he's as good of a prospect, but I think it would still be, you still have AOC over there. So I think it still would be a good pick to get someone in to compete with AOC in case he doesn't pan out. Then you have Michael Penix Jr., who, could be a good player. But I think he's just a little bit more raw than the other guys on here. No homo. But I think that it would be a good pick for Las Vegas to get another guy in here. And they could probably do it in like the second round. I could see him falling. Mark my words. So next up, we got Spencer Rattler. I think this is actually our last quarterback that I'm going to predict. I don't really know the other ones that well. There was Jordan Travis, but I don't know where he's going to fall, honestly, because of that nasty-ass injury. He probably would have been a second, third-round pick, but I don't know now. RIP, my boy, Jordan Travis, though. But Spencer Rattler, another Arizona native. Shout out Arizona. Shout out Spencer Rattler. Now, I've heard this guy is a complete dick. I don't remember where I heard that from, but I have heard that he is a jerk. So in that case, I think it only fits him to go to the New York Jets. I think that's a suitable punishment for being such an asshole. Like I said, I only said this because I grew up in Arizona. So you hear about these kind of athletes. He went to Pinnacle, which I think is in Phoenix. But I've just heard stories about him, so I don't know if they're true or not. I don't really care. But I believe him because sometimes athletes can be assholes. So Spencer Rattler, I think, is going to go to the New York Jets. Let's put this into perspective, okay? So you have Aaron Rodgers, who's 38. He might be 40 at this point. I don't really remember Aaron Rodgers' age. But he's aging, okay? And he's coming off a torn Achilles. He's not the same Aaron Rodgers he used to be. They hope he can, but I don't think he is. And you just traded away Zach Wilson, who I don't blame you, but I do think you need to get another guy in here who can maybe take Rodgers' place in the future if you develop him enough, and he's not too much of an asshole. So I think Spencer Rattler could be that guy. I think he could fit in right there behind Aaron Rodgers, learn for a couple of years, and then maybe be their guy when Aaron Rodgers breaks like 2 legs and an arm in one season. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Where do you guys think these quarterbacks are going to go? This was my prediction. Yeah, let me know if you guys liked it. I had a lot of fun making it, and a lot of fun predicting this. Let me know what you guys think the top 5, top 3, top 10 will kind of look. And yeah, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, super excited for the draft. Later.